G'day, and welcome to today's Snuff. I'm your host, LeNezzz, and on this episode, I'm going to be reviewing Samuel Gawith Pinewood Ice. This snuff is one that is one of the controversial ones. It's either you love it or you really dislike it. I'm not going to hide it from you. I have cracked open this tin probably a few weeks ago. It's one that I had to let kind of grow on me, and I'll tell you why. So, pop her on open. Oh, man, gotta stop with the knocking the snuff all over the place. But yeah, it's like a medium fine, going on the fine. Doesn't really clump. It is somewhat, I'd say, a little on the drier side. But all you get right off of it is pine. But not just any pine. It has an artificialness to it. Like, it smells like and kind of a pine air freshener that you're hanging in your car, you know. But at the same time, it's not super unpleasant. It's really middle of the road, and you can be kind of pulled one way or the other. Let's give her a hoot. Yeah. It's definitely pine. And verging on a bit too much pine. It's got a real pine needle kind of scent to it. But like I say, it's kind of skewing off over to the a little less natural, a little more artificial kind of coming through. But if you're someone who is you're sick of the menthols, or you've been hitting the menthols a little too hard, this is a snuff that is going to give you, to my mind anyways, and to my experience, that feeling of not menthol, but like a very refreshing, kind of opens you up, clearing, but it's not on that spectrum of, mentholated or medicated. It's different. I just wish they kind of were able to tweak it a little bit more, to have less of that kind of, like I said, air freshener scent to it. But as you'll tell, I've dug into it. I've had it cracked open for a few weeks, this one here at least, and I've dug into it. And I'll tell you what I've been doing with it, because it's a little too much for me to take just on its own. A little too overpowering. A little bit's okay. Definitely not on my daily rotation as is. But if you want a treat, and this is my opinion here, get yourself some of this, right? One of the American scotches, not the sweet. This one here is the Garrett's classic snuff. And do yourself a little mixture, a little blend. 5 parts of the American, 2 parts of this Pinewood here. And it smells like fresh sawed pine logs. And if you've ever had that experience of, either helping out with a sawmill, sawing some pine down, or even just out, cutting some stove wood, you'll know what I'm talking about. But on its own, a little much. But I've got some here in a reused Alpina. Now that is perfection right there. Yeah, 5-2, a good American non-sweet Scotch with a smidgen of the Pinewood ice. Fantastic. This here, it's not Alpina, but this here, I snuff it every day. I mean, this is my constant at this moment. I love it. So anyways, there you have it. Pinewood ice, on its own, great in a mix with an American Scotch. So there you have it. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe, and until next time, happy snuffing, my friends.